now?
Grandma grew up in different times. She loves me, and she understands that I love Harry. I get that that makes her uncomfortable still, but she is trying. I should go see her this weekend.
Oh, we're back at his house. Or apartment. What? Cereals! Milk and Cheerios. Huh? Oh.
I don't think I exactly lived up to her ideas of what a man should be like. I'm okay though, I think. Taking responsibility too. Marrying Harry would be a big step.
Indeed.
I love him, no doubt there. But will marriage make these patterns feel less like a trap?
Or more. How'd you go? Oh, sink.
He built this life for us. I went off and traveled and he made all this happen.
Damn. You got to chill, bro.
I guess I better get a move on.
Bathroom time.
Love is a strange thing. Totally personal, but shared by everyone too. I remember I loved Sarah when I was with her at uni. Love ends. All these little things, just meaningless stuff every day, whittling away at how we feel. I don't deserve Harry.
Oh, hey, Miss Whiteflowers, you like it? Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It was the first day at
Just a chill
university.
game.
I was terrified. My parents drove me up to the student village. The back of the car was
Yes,
stuffed
it is.
with everything that I owned.
It's actually very easy, achievements-wise. You gotta do certain things in a certain order of, you know, clicking on the objects and stuff, I think. If I remember correctly. Yeah, check it out. Check it out on one of the guides. It's very easy to follow. And there's a chapter select, like scene select, so that makes it even easier.
I was faking a look of confidence. I doubt anyone noticed. Probably everyone else was too. Paul always liked Will. I doubt my biological dad would have. It seemed like I had an enormous amount of stuff.
Oh, there she is.
I think Mum or Paul must have picked up the keys from somewhere. Weird that I don't remember how we got them now. I went up first.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm trying. I'm, you know, working hard. Glad you like it. And I hope you're enjoying the videos.
Walking into my dorm room for the first time, I could only think about my own nerves. It's one of those things that we do sometimes. We forget about the feelings of others. Yes, I was scared about it all, but how did Mum and Paul feel? After unloading the car, they were about to drive away to an empty home for the first time in 18 years. Maybe it was a scarier day for them than for me.
Damn. Huh? Oh. Go, yo. Oh. Where we going?
I
Grab
was
more
floating through unpacking, thinking about that space upstairs. My room had probably the cheapest carpet in the world. It was awful. They might as well have painted concrete, but it was my room and
Damn.
amazing. It had 4 walls and a door that I could lock. I was frightened, sure, but also excited. I had my own key and all the stuff that goes with that.
Big day.
I wondered if anyone was going to be interested in me.
Ah, yes. It's a big question.
There's no such thing as average. Everyone feels just like they are a bit dull to themselves, not special. Normal isn't a real thing. I think I thought that it was.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. It is like Edith Finch a little bit. I mean, that game is a little bit better. I think it's a little bit more like cooler in terms of like the setting and the stories and stuff, but yeah, it is like that. Definitely. It's a little bit more interactive too. Yeah, those yeah, that's also a walking simulator technically. It's also like Firewatch and like Gone Home, which I just put up on YouTube recently. Yeah, that's kind of the genre.
Wait, no, cute is the right word. I wasn't really thinking about sexy back then. I felt so adult, but I had so much growing up to do.
Speaking of Edith Finch, it's definitely gonna be one of the games I play sometime soon, so. I love that game a lot. Like, that's probably gonna be my 4th time playing it. Huh? Oh.
It's funny to think back, like this, now.
It's Will. What up? What's happening? Huh. Another famous one is Dear Esther. That was like the first walking simulator ever created.
It was really busy for those first few weeks. Will must have been around at lectures, but I was caught up in meeting housemates and learning the basics of living away from home. The next time I remember seeing him was through the window of the Union Bar.
The University of Winchester.
I remembered he'd looked back at me on that first day, and it made me smile.
What up, Will?
The Union usually played the dancey stuff. Higher State of Consciousness was still on heavy rotation, but sometimes they played the better stuff. Blur, Pulp, a bit older stuff like In Spiral Carpets, but not often. Fridays at the Union were always the same. Crowds of people, the windows steaming up completely, and sticky floors. I kind of miss it.
Damn. It's my jam.
I guess I set my sights on him that night. I was determined to at least talk to him. It's not easy to find someone when you're not so tall and the lights are low. Spotting Will in the crowd was hard. I think I was changing fast. It'd only been a couple of weeks since I got to uni, but I felt very different. I know it sounds weird, but I always felt that Will was a good person. The kind of person I wanted to be around. It was true, too.
What up, bro?
Considering it was the first thing I ever said to him, it's funny that I have no idea what the conversation was about that I butted into.
Damn. She's randomly like, hey, what up?
I think I was pretty obvious in my intentions. We had a few drinks, and I remember pulling him outside.
She was fast.
I love that tingle when you hope something is going to happen. When you know you're going to try something nice. It was cold, but in a welcome way. We went to sit for a moment, to look at the view.
Oh.
And that was when he first kissed me.
And they don't show it? What the fuck, man?
Our
Screen
first
2
proper
Winchester.
date was to the cinema.
Oh.
We sat at the back, kind of a cliche really. There's that pressure for back row liaisons, you know?
Where's the popcorn?
We both fidgeted, trying to work out how to start.
Start what?
I kept on trying to look at him from the side to see if he was looking at me. I wanted to hold his hand, but he seemed to shy away. Or maybe he didn't intend that. I shifted to rest my leg against his. It was awkward and definitely not the natural and subtle thing I was going for. The film had that guy in it who always acts crazy but then does lots of action kick-ass stuff. We weren't really paying attention, I think.
Parkour! Ah.
It was like everything else faded out. I finally made an actual move and put my hand on his leg. I felt so relieved when he smiled at me. He put his hand on the side of my face, just gently on the skin,
Oh, I thought
turning me
just
to face
grabbing
him.
something else. Yeah. It's like, damn, bro.
He closed his eyes and kissed me, placing his lips softly onto mine. We sat with our fingers locked together for the rest of the film, and when it was over we walked out, still holding hands. Did you ever fall in love so hard and so much you just knew it would have to end? It was my first time, but even back then, I think I knew deep down that's what it was. Will
Damn,
always gave
it's
the
rough.
impression of confidence, like he always had a grand plan. I wish I knew if he saw that end coming too, like I felt it was. I don't know if that would have made how it went any easier.
Damn.
I spent the next day finally doing the unpacking that I'd been putting off. I'd done my clothes and the essentials, but there were other bits to be done. I think I brought my old books as a comfort thing. I didn't really expect to read them at uni. They were just nice to have around. When I was born, someone from my mum's work gave me a toy bunny. I know it's silly, but it makes me happy. I've still got that bunny on a shelf in my room. It's like looking straight into the past and some good times. Even the smell makes me happy.
What the hell?
I hung up a tasseled cloth scarf that was my mum's. She's a bit of a hippie. Will was going to come over later that week, so I unpacked the candles my mum had given me. I wonder if she suspected I'd fall for someone. She's a bit canny like that. I was falling for him too. Is it weird to tell you this? I couldn't make up my mind where to put things.
What?
I wanted it to look nice in there. It was my space. It's weird how long you think about such small things. The little choices are important. I guess it didn't make any difference really, but I was happy when I was sure I'd got it right. I wanted to feel comfortable when Will came over.
I mean, putting candles by a TV, I don't know about that. It's
Will and I,
kinda dangerous.
it felt like a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing, and just as likely to burn us both as to make us happy. But what a lovely way to burn. That Christmas, I met Will's family. We'd been together for 4 months. Do you remember me there?
Me? Yeah, I mean, I saw it in Grandma's memories.
I don't think I really said much that day. I was head over heels in love with him and very worried I'd say something wrong. We were still at that stage where you constantly want to touch the other person. I loved that, but I didn't reach out with his family all there. I got nice shivers when he touched me as he poured my wine. The meal went well, I think. You only get to make one first impression, so I probably should have worn something else. I felt quite self-conscious. I loved him so much, but that feeling I had wouldn't go away, that it was all going to end. That Christmas Day, though, I felt like we had a chance.
Damn.
Things were going
Whoa,
well,
what
but
the...
over the months, I felt the relationship changing. We would listen to music as we fell asleep. Do you remember Enigma? Monks chanting and electronic stuff. We'd put that on a lot and just let ourselves drift off to the music.
Actually, a really good music producer. I love Enigma.
We listened to a lot of Portishead. Even now when I listen to them, I remember being back in that room, in his arms. We would cuddle up in bed and watch TV or movies. There was a transgender character on Coronation Street. We talked about that for a long time. I'm straight and hadn't really thought about my sexuality. It was just what I was. Will was just who he was too. It's funny to tell you this now, but I was never jealous of Harry. You'd think I would be, but I loved Will so much. I just wanted him to be happy.
That's true love
We
right
were
there.
all, Will, Harry and me, studying on the same English degree. There was a spark between Will and Harry, that much was obvious. Will was always happy when Harry was around. I couldn't feel jealous. I wanted him, them, to be happy. I'll never forget that time, seeing their friendship grow. I think we both could feel that an end was going to be inevitable. But we still were in love. Though sometimes lonely, in a weird way. It felt like we were the only people in the world. Maybe I didn't mind Will getting closer to Harry because it felt like our own love was too much for two people. The longer we dated, the more we stayed in. We had a few friends that we'd go out for drinks with, and Harry, but Will and me spent most of our time together. Those memories will always be a warm place for me. It might seem odd to you, but it was my suggestion. I told Will to ask out Harry. I loved him.
Oh.
I knew it would make us all happy for Will to have Harry in his life. It was something he needed to do.
Damn.
I feel lucky. How many times in your life will you be sure you've helped a person find their true love? Though it was rough. For a long time, I wished that true love had been me.
Ouch.